gon' see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, 'cause we're golden.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Life Below Par. You can check us out on Instagram at Mayflower Sports and on Twitter at Sports Mayflower. Let's hop right into this 2021 Players Championship. What do you think of it, Scooter?
It was good. Like we probably expected. It was really good. The final round was kind of like what I've been waiting for this year, and it was like a near perfect final round. I think even at like the turn, I think there's like 6 or 7 guys that still had a chance, which for me is like what I'd rather see that than 2 guys battle it out personally.
Mm-hmm.
I like when you see, I mean, I remember looking at the leaderboard, and I think there's 10 guys on the leaderboard, and I think Thomas was at 12, or maybe this was still when Thomas, before he made his run. But either way, one of them were at 12, might have been Westwood. Like 4 at 10 and 5 at 9 or something like that. So it was like any one of those guys could have made a run, and it would just happen to be JT who made that run. I think he went like 4 under and 404 3 holes. I think it was. He went like birdie, eagle, birdie or something, and just kind of ran away with it a little bit. He only won by 1, but Westwood birdied the last to get solo.
It was awesome to see JT get back into it, to be honest, though. I mean,
yeah. Well, his weekend, man, like
what a weekend, man.
Yeah, I mean,
first 27 holes, I think they said he was like,
we went 71, 71. So he went 2 under, and the cut was even, right? So like he made it. He just kind of like squeaked in a little bit, and then 64, 68.
I wonder what here. I gotta check this out actually, because I wonder what he was, because they were talking about his first 27 holes that it was poor. So I'm curious to find out.
Oh, well, like was he? Oh, are you saying he was outside of the cut line?
I think so. I think he was outside of the cut line. I'm gonna double check though, so I'm not feeding any.
Or he was plus. Yeah, he was +2 after 27. He was +2.
Okay. After 27, yeah, he's +2, and then he was minus 16.
He was +1 at 50. He was +1 at 15, and so we went birdie. He actually birdied 18 to get in, or sorry, not to get in, but to. Yeah, I mean birdie. Yeah, I mean at that point he's sitting on 18, 1 under for sorry. 1 under for the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, the cut could go either way. If he pars that, maybe, either way, he gets in and then shoots a 64, which is like, that was the best round of the day. Yeah, that was the best round of the day.
That was a real moving day move.
Yeah, and then basically had the best round of the day. Corey Connors had the best round of the day, actually. There's some low numbers out there, actually.
Final day.
Yeah, he had actually, man, he finished 10 under, Corey Connors, the Canadian. He finished 10 under, but he 3-putted 16 for par.
Yeah.
And I watched it, like, it was a tough putt, but like it was makeable. That puts him at 12. I never know, but either way, another good finish for him. Finished 7th, so he's obviously feeling it.
What about that drive from JT though on 18?
That was crazy, man. That was like
wild.
He got a good first kick, right? It kind of like straightened out just a hair.
Yep, exactly. I mean, with the drawing like that, it could have just bounced off the hill. And
well, I think that's probably what most cases, if you don't get that good bounce, like most cases, that's probably gone. Big gone. But what happened was because the draw rolled forever, and then all of a sudden he had like 110 yards in.
Yeah, it went like
So
60 yards along the edge of the
yeah,
water.
so it took out it took out any danger on that second shot, which really kind of sealed it for him. But good for him, man.
Mhm.
He's been playing
He,
decent this year. He's getting half decent finishes, and he finally got that one this year, which he's a
like,
guy you expect to win a,
he needed
you
that. I
know.
mean, especially with his granddad and
Mhm.
Tiger and all that stuff. I mean, what was the interviewer saying, bro? He was asking the worst questions, just the most. He was just heartbroken by the end of the interview, asking all questions about Tiger and his grandfather. And
Yeah, he's just trying
like,
to get
damn, man.
the reaction.
Yeah, he looked back at him after the interview. He's like, damn, man, why'd you have to ask that?
Oh,
But
you knew it was coming. What was crazy that final round, man? Like, was that fourth hole so obviously, so Bryson and Westwood for the second week in a row paired together. So they're both obviously, really feeling it right now.
yeah.
And they both shot like pretty similar to what they shot last week. Bryson went one under and Westwood went even for the final round. Um, so yeah, I mean Westwood kind of choked it again. Like he
I
had the
know.
lead. He had the lead, and all he had to do was shoot one under par. I mean, he went
I know. Like,
69, 66, 68 for the
how many
first three
times is
rounds.
this guy gonna do this? It just
Yeah,
feels horrible, man. He looks like he's having a great time out there on the course with his
I think
wife. And
he is having. I think he is having a great time, which is probably good. Like,
yeah, it's just
I mean, there's
horrible,
nothing
man.
better. Yeah, but I mean, he's at the end of his career. Like, if he gets a one or two more, like, it's not like he's ever going to finish with 10 or something like that. So it's
I
like,
was
why not just enjoy it?
I was just I couldn't believe he missed that par putt on 17, and then he
Oh,
birdied
see,
18 after.
that's when I said earlier that it was a near perfect final round for me.
Yeah,
I just don't. It's my favorite when someone has a chance on the last hole.
exactly. That's
He
my
doesn't
favorite.
have to hole out and doesn't have to hole out from the
Yeah,
fairway. Like I
as
just
long
want
as it's
someone to give a putt.
birdie or par, I would be happy. And then,
Yeah,
they have to birdie to win if they have to par to go to a
yeah,
playoff. Or
no,
they have to
totally.
birdie
That's
to playoff.
yeah,
That's all.
no. If there's one thing I'd have to change about it, that would be the one thing that, and who knows, man, maybe he plays that hole differently if he
Yeah.
pars that. So you never know, right? But either way, good
I,
for him.
I was
Solo
laughing.
second.
I was laughing at the two guys tied at third. Just the exact same play style, between Brian Harmon and Bryson DeChambeau. Just their approach to the game. You just gotta laugh though. That like those two guys play the game so differently, but then at the end of the week, that they end up with the same score.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean, totally. Harmon's
interesting.
like a small guy. I thought he was making a run there for a little bit. I kind of thought he had a chance. I mean, he was. I mean, he shot three under on the back. Um, I mean, after 13, he pars or sorry, birdies 12, birdies 13, and you're thinking like, maybe he's got a shot at it. I think that would have put him at 11,
Yeah,
11 under with still a par five. No, he couldn't get it. JT obviously just had those two. Or JT went one, two, three, four. He went five under in a four-hole stretch,
yeah,
which really just did it for him.
yeah. And then he just had to walk it in, basically. I mean, he
Yeah,
played it
just
safe
just
every
not do
shot.
anything crazy. My
Last
favorite moment though was probably seeing DeChambeau just straight top the ball.
man, that
That's
was
like
such a
you
funny
love to
laugh.
see that.
Yeah, no, that was great because that was like right when I started to watch the final day.
Yeah, I was like,
And
yeah, it was just like, what's going on? And it's so funny because it was at like an 382-yard hole, so it's kind of like you can hit like a 4-iron up there and have like a 9-iron in. Um,
yeah,
he just straight topped the ball, like no
yeah,
other around it, man. And then he obviously blew up the rest of the. He had a crazy up and down just to save double.
No, I know, and we'll throw that clip up, by the way, of Bryson DeChambeau hitting the top, just so everyone can see it. But
Oh my!
That was nearly a shank as well.
Well, it was, but seeing some swings and some shots that I just have never seen here. Trying to get ahead of it to knock it down and hit it low, and just got the top part of the ball. And that thing barely gets off the ground.
Wow, he hit that right on the neck.
Yeah, he sure did.
Where's it going to go? There's sand and water there, I think.
There is both. That's not more than 100 yards off the tee. He's looking like, what in the world?
our man Westwood had quite a shot after that and threw it in the water. So it was that was an interesting hole to start off on. When the two leaders, it looks like they're, it's going to be battle of those two guys, and then both go in the water, and then DeChambeau goes in the woods again, and everything sort of came to life right after that.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to talk about Sergio, that 1 foot putt.
Wait, what was that?
Something special. He missed a 1 foot putt. This weekend.
Showed him missing quite a few little ones.
Yeah, so I'll throw that clip up now too. This Sergio missing the 1 foot putt.
Third in the field, strokes gained. Oh, no.
That was careless, Mark. He didn't take a moment over that one.
But basically what I had to say about it is, he finished tied for 9th still. And I was trying to do the math on it. And I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not 100% certain on this, but I was trying to figure out how much that 1 foot putt cost him.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
swear,
you kind of love to see that.
I did the math, and it might not check out. Who knows?
Well, it's pretty
150K. 150K. Being tied for 9th with 8 other guys, to going solo tied for 8th with Shane Lowry. It was like,
yeah, we just see Shane Lowry. He made he made 468.
Anyway, I thought that is
kind of funny to just every little shot is like, and people don't. Some people maybe not realize that these guys don't have guaranteed contracts like other sports, right? So I mean, they rely on making cuts and then doing well. Yeah, it was like $130,000.
Yeah, no, exactly, 130K.
130K. They don't go out there with a salary like, obviously, like guys like Tiger, they get appearance fees and all that, but those are for guys like Tiger, right? Not like,
yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, these guys that are grinding it out, those little putts can mean a lot. And 130 grand, obviously Sergio's nothing, but there'd be a lot of guys in that field that that would be a lot. And yeah, you just don't focus for a one shot and it costs you.
No, I know. Could you imagine? Obviously, Sergio's established. He's won a major, etc. He's got all.
I mean, he's loaded, man. Probably.
Yeah, he's loaded. But imagine if it was a rookie. I'm just trying to think of. I was thinking of that Davis guy, that Riley Davis guy. If he came on,
that'd be a big 100%. I mean, and because you never know when you're going to get those chances again. Getting top 10s are hard, right? And that's where all the money is. If you're down at tie 70 or whatever versus tie 68, it's not as big a deal. But 8 to 9,
yeah,
that's half decent money.
Yeah, and JT missed a pretty short putt too, and still got the job done. I remember it was his first putt he missed this whole season, I believe, under 3 feet.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty automatic from a yard in. But I mean, those greens, I think we're playing pretty tough. So I mean,
the course was just playing it looked like it was firm, especially on 17. I mean, I don't understand how I don't know if the players weren't playing the practice rounds or what they were doing, but I was even listening to the officials talk about it, and they were saying, yes, we understand 17 green or even the course is firm, but I mean, these players have been here for the last like 2 days to even more. Players have been here for over a week who weren't playing the week previously. It's like
Yeah.
these guys know that these greens are firm. I don't know what was going on. We've seen.
Did you see Brendan Todd though?
Oh, that was a classic. That was an all-time.
Well, yeah, I
classic.
guess we can get in quickly about really everything that transpired in 17. So obviously 17 is the famous island green, right? If you get an island, it's tough. A lot of water, you hit it. You could hit the green, it goes off. But anyway, yeah, well, I think Ben On had probably the worst one. Didn't he put 5?
I think it was
4 or 5.
I think it was 4. I could be wrong, but I believe it was 4. I know it was an 11 on the scorecard.
So he made an 11.
8 over. I don't even know what you call that.
I don't think it has a name.
A double, quadruple.
Seriously, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, he had a big one. Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, you just put 4 in the water.
He was having fun on Twitter. I saw it too. I'll throw that.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Add some more work for myself in the editing process. But yeah, and then Brendan Todd. We'll throw that video up too. Clip,
yeah, that was just a pure shank.
Todd on the tee. And that, yeah, listen to it. He just dropped the club and laughed. A shank.
But like,
you almost went to the wrong island.
Well, yeah, I guess for anyone who doesn't know, there's like this like random little island of trees in the lake, but like it doesn't come into play. It's just like in the middle of the lake and short, and he almost hit it. Imagine he went on there and he was like, "Well, I'll just swim over." That'd have been so funny. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That would have been great.
Imagine
it hits the tree and drops down on the little island or something.
But like who knows what he finished? But let's just say, for example, like Justin Thomas. Yeah, let's say JT shanks it, but luckily it goes on that island.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like honestly, like what do you what would like? And let's just say you can see it, and you're like, okay, I have a shot.
Bro, I'm taking my 60-degree wedge.
Guess, right?
I'm going tarps off.
Well, that's the thing. You got to get there, right? So it's like, and for anyone who doesn't know, it's probably like a 80-yard swim. Maybe a little, maybe from the closest area, like 50. Actually, I'm looking at a picture, but like that's like
I never thought in a million years on this podcast we'd be talking about swimming.
But
swimming.
I'm just trying to think, because like, let's say you take it as a, I don't even know if you could take it as a hazard, honestly, but like, let's say you could, you re-tee for 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a hard birdie. So, I mean, a net birdie would actually be a bogey there. Yeah. So you're more likely looking at a double if you re-tee. But yeah, imagine if you had to, like, if you could see the ball and you're like, I actually have a shot where you could hit onto the green and maybe have a par, but at worst make but I guess you still could have a putt at bogey. But that would have been like if that actually happened to like a guy that was in contention, that'd be my favorite sports moment in a long time. Because I don't think, unless they have a boat or something like that, like a little rowboat.
They let them though, because you're not allowed to drive carts around on the course. So
probably not, man. You probably would have to swim it, which would have been just like the ultimate,
the ultimate sports moment. Just JT going tarps off, just flying in the water.
Yeah, I think Kevin got put like 3 in the water or something like that, and then he just withdrew.
Yeah, he just wasn't having fun. He decided.
I don't know if he withdrew because I think it said like back pain, but it's like
yeah,
you just went like I don't know what he went. He went something that first round. He went 81. I mean, like,
yeah,
say whatever you want, pain or whatever, but you're just like, no.
Yeah, you're just like, nah. Like, I'm a little tired. Like, I'm gonna take the rest of the week off. I'm not getting any money.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, well, I'm not going to make the cut. So it's like, yeah, let's just call it. Either way, man, that like it's always a course that looks unreal on TV.
No, exactly. I mean, those
Like it
final three
is.
holes are so fun to watch anyway. I mean, you got the
Yeah.
fairly easy par 5. It's pretty easy. Then you got that 17 hole, which is obviously probably the best 17th hole on any golf course in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe
And 18, obviously, like,
tough little par 4 with water in
you
play.
basically can't go and like basically everyone just bails out right though. It's kind of like you
Yeah.
just don't see driver because you just can't. Like there weren't many drivers at all. Even DeChambeau, who used driver all the time, like even he was going iron. So no, man, it looked unreal. I had a great time. It was the most golf I watched in a little while. I watched a lot of Thursday and Friday golf there. And then, yeah, man, it looked great, like it always does. They keep that place looking real good. It's obviously nice to have fans.
5-0.
Yeah. So I guess that's a good transition. The pinata picks. I'm on fire again. 5-0, which
I just got to fade my picks. I made so much money just by betting against Danny Lee. Him to miss the cut, it was just easy money.
Or if you could like make your own, if you can find like a site that you can like make your own matchups and then they set the line for you.
That would be cool. That'd be really neat.
And then
I was looking in the States too. You can do these parlays, and you might be able to do them around here. I'm just not aware of it. I'm not too crazy into the whole golf betting scene, into the real crazy stuff. I mean, you see the outright winners, the head-to-heads, that sort of thing. Even you see what the winner is going to be, stuff like that. You can bet on.
Sometimes I've seen like where they make like groups. They did it in the Tour Championship because everyone starts at a certain certain score.
You see that on CoolBet too, like, and that's where I normally do my betting is on CoolBet. It's a Canadian betting website, but they group them up. They'll group like 4 of them together. That it would be like, I don't know, JT, DJ, Rory McIlroy, I don't know, DeChambeau.
No, exactly. And then it's like you pick the winner.
Yeah, you pick one of the 4 of them.
And I'm just kind of getting there's a bunch of positive COVID tests.
Coming out where?
Just like next week. Like people are like a bunch of people like are pulling out because of like their
the Honda Classic next week.
Yeah. I literally just see another one 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
But yeah, back to pinata picks. I mean, like I don't know, dude. Like you're really trailing right now.
I'm cursed, man. They wanted me to buy you something, I suppose.
Seriously. I mean, like what? Like I'm just looking at like the schedule right now. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. I mean, like, I was going to say, like, there's still time. There's like 20-ish tournaments left. But I mean, you're definitely in a hole.
Oh, I know.
Going to be tough to get out of, but
it's just the karma from PEI from all those years.
Sure, yeah, I need a win somewhere, wherever I can get it.
But yeah, I just got slapped around again. I mean, our players. Yeah,
I had. It wasn't like very good.
Yeah, my guy got cut, and your guy didn't, so it was over after 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I texted you, I think, like with a couple like minutes left in the second round there. I saw. Yeah, Danny Lee finished +2 after 2 days, and then Scott Harrington, he was -1 after 2 days, and then finished 61st. So it's like, it's not like he did much, but like he got it done for me. It wasn't like the most fun. It wasn't the most fun but it's what it is.
It was what we were expecting, though. We were saying it was going to be a barn burner going into it, and that's basically what it was. Just one of our
I
guys.
think I mentioned right away. I was like, don't expect to see either of these guys contending on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly thought it was going to be. I don't know too much about Scott Harrington, but I thought it was going to be both those guys missing the cut, and it was going to be whose guy did worse.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Basically.
I think that pretty well So I just had a great time watching, honestly.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, the back nine even is just so much fun to watch, especially in a big tournament like the Players. And then you got a bunch of names in it. You got Thomas climbing up the leaderboard, taking the lead.
Yeah, no, it was unreal, man. It was my favorite tournament this year, which I wasn't too surprised about, and no one ran away with it. So it was a fun Sunday watch.
Yep,
which is all I'm really looking for.
Exactly, and
Thursday golf is Thursday golf, but you can just appreciate the course and hopefully you see some good shots. But you really don't want to see Sunday come down to a good day. We did, so
we got some good tournaments coming up.
Yeah,
we got some tournaments coming up too. I mean, Masters in a month, the match play. That's always a ride to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we still got all the majors, some WGCs.
Besides that one Morikawa one, but yeah, the one that's normally in Mexico.
Yeah,
but
maybe just one. Then I don't know, but yeah, man, it's kind of picking up, right? And then all of a sudden, playoffs are here soon. Like, doesn't take too long.
No.
Yeah, I mean, after the Masters, there's a few tournaments. Then we get the PGA. Then a couple more. You get the U.S. Open. The Open Championship is for July 15th. I don't know. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Have they said anything about that?
I'm not sure, honestly. I haven't heard anything in the news too recent about it. When's normally the the college golf championship?
I think that happened not that long ago.
Oh, it's already done.
I could be wrong about that though. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, but I mean, there's still there's still two WGCs, and I guess 4 majors as of right now. I'm not quite sure about. Memorial's always a big one too. That's the Jack's one. That's kind of up there with the Arnold Palmer that was last week. So I mean, yeah, it's going to be good. Honda Classic next week.
It was canceled, I think. Actually, this college golf thing it was canceled in 2020, and they don't have 2021. Let me see when. So it's May 28th to June 2nd in Scottsdale,
is this the Walker Cup?
The Walker Cup? I don't
think. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about the men's Division I golf. That's always fun to watch. So they didn't do it last year. That would be horrible if it was your senior year and they just didn't do it.
Well, everyone's kind of getting messed up, right? I mean, March Madness and all that, last year.
No, I know. Last winner was Matthew Wolf in 2019.
Oh.
Man.
Things change fast, man. He's a regular now. Or I
know. He's out there on the tour. Killing it.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll be back just after this short break.
Munchie's Convenience is located at 1840 Vernon Street that specializes in exotic snacks and sodas. They are also Atlantic Lottery certified for all of your lotto and gambling needs. Check them out on Instagram at HFX Munchies to see all their stock.
All right, welcome back. We're gonna hop right in here to these pinata picks. Who we gonna have here, Scooter?
Yeah, let's do it. We got it random this week. Last couple weeks, I pre-did them, but
Still
let's see if you
random.
can get on the board.
Live on air.
Yeah, I mean you need one here.
I need a Sun JM or something like that, or like.
Yeah, you won last week, or sorry, okay.
I won the fan last week.
You got Sean O'Hare, who's at one point in time was a pretty good player.
Yeah.
It's whatever right now. He's kind of like a.
It wasn't the name I was looking for.
No, definitely not the name you're looking for.
No.
I got Shane Lowry.
Oh, bro, I might as well.
The reigning Open champion. I think he finished like in the top 10 last week.
Yeah, bro. We might as well call it 6-0 right now.
I mean, yeah, you're not getting much, man.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly go. It should be a better matchup than last week, I will say.
Yeah, well, I would just want a matchup that goes at least the full 4 days. I mean, we've been pretty lucky that most of our matchups both of our players made the cut.
Yeah.
Higman and then
Sean O'Hare. Right now he's sitting at 761st in the world, which is pretty high. He's 38.
Which is pretty high.
He has 4 wins, but they came between 2005 and 2011.
I think Jack Nicklaus is still ranked 500.
I mean, his last 3 years, he missed the FedEx Cup. Or like he missed the 125, so.
Yeah, him and Ben Hogan are still neck.
Yeah, they're pretty close world golf rank. Shane Lowry, as I mentioned, was the last winner of the British Open or the Open.
When it was in Ireland, too.
Yeah, and he is Irish. He's 40th in the world.
33. Wow. I'd love to know that multiplier.
Now he only has 2 wins, but he's a European tour player. You know, he's played the majority of his.
Man.
Obviously, I think he plays a little bit more there than he does. So yeah, and he's coming off a really good finish.
What's the math workout to be on that? Like, what your player's 18 times better than mine?
I mean, I guess if you go like that, it's 19. If you're doing the math, yeah. But I mean, we'll see, man. It's only it's one tournament, but it's looking like a potential 6-0 here.
Always feels good.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of both. We're coming off 2 or 3 big tournaments, maybe even more.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the big names aren't in this week. It's kind of a, especially with a world golf champion after, it's just not.
Not a big field.
It's not a big field, but it's a nice course though. I think there's.
Oh, it is it's right here in my background. How are you?
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, it is it. I wish I could. Here, let me move this way. There's like a little creek behind me, but I can't really.
I mean, it's a great course, but yeah, it's just lacking a lot of big names because they want to take a little bit of a break right now. But
at least we know who to pay this week. Sean O'Hare.
Sean O'Hare.
Just on your FanDuel. Don't take him as an outright winner. Don't take him in your head-to-head matchups. If anything, just bet him on your parlay to miss the cut. That's all I got to say.
Exactly.
You're a winner if you do that.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to talk too much about it. Hopefully there's some good storylines that come out of it so we can talk about them next week.
Yeah, there's a couple good names. I mean, Sanjay's in it. He won it last year, but
yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe there'll just be some like good storylines come out or a good finish or whatnot, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So just to wrap up kind of the golf, the PGA Tour side of things for this podcast week. FanDuel. I guess to note, you guys saw our picks from last week. Luke actually killed me, so he got the win there.
JT, baby.
Yeah,
First
JT probably.
First winner of the year. How the fuck are you? Fire me up.
JT. Yeah, I mean, Salatoris and Berger kind of offset each other, but
yeah,
obviously JT just like took it home. Spieth and Johnson offset each other.
Yeah.
And then, but JT was really the guy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, just quite obviously took it home for you. But we're going to do a little bit different this week. We're not going to pick our picks on here. We're going to just, like we mentioned, open it up.
Yep. We're going to make a FanDuel, and we'll have it linked in the description of the YouTube video.
And we'll hopefully have the pod out Wednesday morning, so it'll give you a whole day.
Exactly. And basically all it is you can just enter the contest, and
we'll put out like $1.
Yeah, it'll be like $1, and you can try to steal our money from us if you can.
Mm-hmm. So we'll make sure that's linked in the pod description. And then we'll see if anyone joins it.
We'll see
if there's fun. Even if one person joins, it'll be kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fired up. $3 or $2.50 or whatever it is, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be $2.60, I think.
$2.60, yeah.
Big
or $2.70, right?
Oh yeah. I was thinking
it'd be $2.70. If one other person comes in, you could put $1 in and win $2.70. So
big bucks on
exactly.
Don't spend it all.
So we'll do that. We'll make sure that's linked, and then hopefully someone joins, and we'll talk about it next week. That pretty much wraps it up for the players, and then the
upcoming Honda Classic.
Yeah, Honda Classic. What we were thinking we want to do for the rest of the show is just highlight a couple of our favorite courses in the Atlantic Canada area. For me, I've never actually played golf in Newfoundland or New Brunswick, so it's just PEI and Nova Scotia, which I think are better known for golf in the 4 Atlantic provinces anyway.
Yep.
I think we just kind of wanted to talk about the courses we've enjoyed the most from, we've both been playing golf a long time, played a lot of courses. I think we just kind of wanted to do a little new segment and then probably end it off.
Yeah, no, exactly. Sounds good. You want me to start it off?
Yeah, start it off. So we're just gonna do our top 3 in Atlantic Canada.
Yeah,
and
top
talk
3.
whatever you like about it or why you enjoy it.
I'm gonna start us off with Kenmore. It's just, I don't know. It's my favorite course in Nova Scotia, and I mean we live around here, so we're not traveling outside of that too much. But I mean, I say my favorite, but I've never played the Cabot Cliffs. Never played Cabot Links.
Obviously way different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
it's always well maintained.
Exactly, and it's a good price for a good course.
Oh yeah.
It's open. It's green.
Probably, yeah. You're probably right actually for what you pay and what you get. So Kenwo's out in the valley, like Wolfville.
Yeah.
It's like not that long, not too hard. And then they always have these deals at like 1 o'clock. It's like $50 or something like that, or $60, and you get your cart. And just for the course quality, it's just like
just a fun little course.
It's fun, yeah. It's pretty easy to shoot a good score.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ultimately what you want.
Yeah, it's just you can just fire on all cylinders there and if you're dialed in, you can make some birdies and put up a nice number.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, like I really like shooting like mid 70. I think it's a par 71 or 70.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And it's a course where too, like, yeah, you can get on a string of pars, and it's you just go at it.
Exactly.
No, yeah. So if anyone's looking for like, and it's a nice like 45-minute drive. That's like a pretty easy drive from the city, or 50 minutes when you get there or something. And yeah, bang for your buck is, yeah, I would agree. That's one of the biggest ones around. For me, I don't know if in any order, but for me, my first one probably just the new Ashburn.
No, classic for us. Well, I guess
Yeah,
not,
I mean,
but a classic.
yeah, I mean, like, just grew up playing. I mean, grew up at Ashburn, obviously playing the old the majority of the time, but the new is just, I don't know, man. I just have good memories there. Never like played that. Like, I mean, whenever I went out as like a kid and played it, like it was just always kind of too hard. But like, I've always just thought it was just like the holes are so well. It's always well maintained. The holes are just cut out well.
There's not a bad hole on the course. Like, I mean,
Yeah, there really is not actually.
Throw Brightwood out there, not as one of my favorite courses, but just as a course to compare it to. I mean, that second hole, it's just like
Well, I mean, I mean, yeah, you can't really even compare those two courses. But I mean, New Ashburn, I mean, it's held two. There were web.com, which is now the Corn Ferry.
We caddied.
I mean, yeah, caddied there. I mean, they had Matt Kuchar and a few other guys for this like World versus Canada thing.
Yeah,
a while back. Like it's a course that can hold, like it's like a championship style course. Like it can hold spectators. It's the practice facilities the best that I've ever been to.
What's your favorite hole on the new Ashburn? I'm gonna try to think of mine because I don't even have my answer yet. But I'm just thinking favorite hole.
There's so many good holes, man.
I know, so many good holes. It's like
it's not like a memorable hole necessarily, but I really like number 3. I just think it's cut out like like a PGA Tour hole for me. Like I just think it's like lined by trees too. It's just like a big like there's a lot of trees on the course, but like you just feel like you're really in like that hole. I don't know. You just feel like you're like trapped in this hole. Like whenever I think about New Ashburn, I don't know. For some reason, I go to think of 3 a lot. There's a lot of like hard holes, like 8.
Yeah, no, I was thinking maybe number 2. I mean, number 2 is
like
just
that. Yeah, like that's a nice little hole. Or I mean, it's like a short par 5, but it's
short
still
par 5.
Like,
yeah,
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of trees, so I mean, if you get in trouble,
first eagle ever on that hole. Anyway,
nice. No, I mean, ton of good holes. Just an unreal. Like, I mean, the clubhouse is beautiful.
Yeah,
I think that's probably my one. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great spot.
And if you have your parents' bar tab number, it's
that's the thing. Yeah, that makes it even better.
Yeah. All right. Well, my second pick, and like you said, these aren't in any order whatsoever. Just Kenwell is one I play quite a bit that I always enjoy going out to. But my second one is going to be the Glen Arbor par 3 course. No, I'm just joking around. But
I've never
Glen Arbor itself. I did play the par 3 course quite a bit with my buddy Swinney growing up. But yeah, Glen Arbor, man, it's just a stellar course. I was at a tournament there at 1.2. I forget exactly what it was, but I remember Paul Casey was there.
Oh, that was the Skins game.
The Skins game, exactly.
The Canadian Skins game. Yeah, I was there too. Me and Magoo went.
Yeah. Who was it? Jonathan Vegas, I think, was there.
Johnny Vegas, Carl Peterson.
Right.
Casey.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a Canadian, which
Corey Connors.
Who was it at the time?
Was it Graham Dillette? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to
Don't
think.
think so.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I agree. Like
The one Canadian we just can't remember. We only remember the 3 other guys.
seriously.
But beautiful course. I mean, I'll throw a
Yeah,
shout out there for you. First, your second hole one, sorry. But just, yeah, it's right on the water too. And
no, it is similar to New Ashburn. Like when I think of those, like the quality of course and the quality of holes,
yeah,
I personally have it over New Ashburn. But I mean, a lot of people really enjoy playing Glen Arbor, man. It's nice. It's usually well maintained. A lot of good holes.
and it's nearby. That's a big
Yep.
I mean, it's just so close, and it's such a beautiful course. It's tough to go wrong. I mean, it's definitely a little pricey for a course.
Agreed.
But,
Agreed. I mean, yeah. Geez, I guess I didn't really mention. I mean, Ashburn's a private course, so yeah. I mean, try to get on there. I don't even know if you really can. I think you got to be with a member.
yeah, I think you do too. You have to be with a member or social member at least.
Yeah.
Should
No.
we opt to your number 2?
Yep. My number 2 is Eagles Glen, which is over in Cavendish, PEI, which we mentioned it on the Cavendish pod episode. We play it first day. We're all feeling really good. It's actually it probably plays not the same value because it's pricier than Kenwo, but it's probably plays in and around like that like, it's kind of somewhere like that. Now I think I just love every part of it. How it's maintained.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier than like say New Ashburn. And I think, whenever we go, we just have a lot of fun.
No, exactly. I mean, my only memory,
and it's happened too.
My only memories at Eagles Glen is just having a blast with you guys. So I don't even think I've played it outside of just with the 3 of you guys, and I guess Maurice now.
Yeah, I mean, I've played it a few times with my dad, but I mean, I've played it probably like 10 times almost, probably. Like I just tough. It's got like the hardest final hole though. Actually, maybe minus like New Ashburn, because
New Ashburn.
I never play the 18th, the final hole, well ever. I don't know why. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's long.
It is a tough hole.
Yeah. So Eagles Glen, I would say if you're going to go out to Cavendish and play around, it's there's 2 courses right in, or I shouldn't. There's a couple more, but the 2 big courses are that in Green Gables, and then if you go either way out of Cavendish, like 5 minutes either way, there's Anderson's Creek and Glasgow Hills. But if you're going to just stay in Cavendish, it's one of the 2 big ones. And if you're going to play one, I'd probably play Eagles Glen. It's just a little bit easier, maybe a little bit more, maybe a tiny bit cheaper.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with the Eagles Glen's my favorite one on the island. Well, I shouldn't say on the island, but I've never played Crowbush or anything like that. But
I have once.
Where we go in Cavendish, it's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
My third one. I was thinking about this for a bit. I was like, do I go for another value one like Kenwo, or do I?
Well, I think it's just favorite.
I'll have to go Fox Harbor, man. I played that this summer. Played it this summer. It was $56. We played 18 holes and got carts each. $56.
Yeah, I mean that's
it was a
great.
twilight time, and we just got 18 in. It was getting dark when we were on 18. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they just didn't charge us enough, because
I think they might have messed that up, because I don't really I didn't even know
for 9 holes. I'm not even.
They didn't
joking.
charge you the card or something like that.
Yeah, but it was $56 each on God. You can ask my roommates. We all paid it. And I mean, just even driving into the entrance of that, it's just
I've
like
heard. Yeah, I've heard it's great.
surreal. It's surreal. It's like you literally feel like you're driving into like a Pebble Beach
Mhm.
or something
I've
like
heard
that.
that too from other people.
It around, just beautiful, beautiful clubhouse, beautiful. I mean, buildings all around that you stay in, like cottages. Course is obviously kept in great condition. Tiger's flown in there to play it a couple times.
Yeah, it's like for anyone who's like it's on like it's near like Pugwash, like the North Shore, I think.
Yeah,
The whole compound or resort. I guess it's kind of like a resort.
yeah, no, it is. It is
Um,
like a resort, and
it's owned by the Joyces, or at least started by like the Tim Hortons guy who
yeah,
like made. I
I
don't know if
think
he started or bought it, but like
the owner of the course, I know, and I wasn't sure who it was. And it could still be that Joyce guy. He has a crazy house right on the water, and you hit
I
a drive
think
at it, but obviously you can't reach it that far. But it's
mm,
pretty neat. I
yeah,
also played lights out that day, shot 78. I was pretty fired up.
that's great. That's definitely a course I want to play. Just
Yeah,
never got out there, unfortunately. But no, I figured I didn't know you played that one, so I figured, I'm
yeah.
sure that'd be on my list too if I have played it. My last one, like, there's just so many.
I know. I
Um,
feel bad leaving some of them out. Maybe
that's
we'll
why
have to
like
do it.
top, yeah, my top three's tough because if I'm going top three, I probably just have to go Green Gables.
Green Gables, eh?
Probably for the sole fact that like the PI trip might be like I've played it a few like I've played it like enough times where it's like I know I really like it.
Yeah,
So there's that. Green Gables is again the other one in Cavendish.
yeah,
That's right in Cavendish. But I've played it so many times. I've played it like at family reunions, just me and my dad. Now it's like 5 years at when we go. I've played it a bunch. I like it. Um, just the PI trips are so fun that it's just like every time we get there, we're teeing off, we're like getting ready. It's just like, and it just has some good holes. Like it can play tough. It's a tough course, but
hmm,
I just like a lot of the holes. But I mean, a few that were on my list too, like um, I mean, Ken Woe would have been up there.
yeah.
Old Ashburn would be up there.
I was I
Uh,
was thinking value wise. I played Paragon once in the summer, and that was
I've
pretty
never
nice.
played that one.
Um, Brookfield is pretty cheap for what it is.
Yeah,
Not anything special, but it's nice
no.
and open, and I mean,
You know,
no
it was
one's
a really nice course actually. Um, Portage in Cheticamp.
okay. You know what one
Under
I forgot too is
underrated.
I wanted this was my third one, and I forgot about it, and I didn't mention it was Chester Golf Club. That was the one I
Okay,
wanted.
so I was just about to give that one a not. That was pretty close to like if I had a top five,
Yeah.
that would probably have to that might sneak in. Um, yeah, I mean Chester's a nice course.
Okay.
Uh,
Here's one we didn't talk about this at all. I know, but least favorite course.
oh,
Least
least
favorite.
favorite course.
Yeah, and it can't be like I don't know Indian Lake. That doesn't count. It
Yeah,
has to be a real course. I know mine already, like right off the top of my head, and it's the course I shot the
mine's
best score
probably
of in my life. But
oh Grant. Mine's probably like Brightwood or
yeah,
Granite Springs. I don't know you're gonna. I just
Granite
think
Springs,
it's
yeah,
yeah. Every
such a
time I
horror.
play it, it's just yeah. Every time I play it, I was almost gonna put that one up with like Indian Lake, man. Like I'd
I
rather
know
play Indian Lake. Like
I don't want to give any courses Nova Scotia bad rep or anything like that. So just take my word as a grain of salt. But I mean, just from when I was playing, and it could be very different now because this was a few years ago when I was a member.
Man,
It was
every
just like
time I played, just like
it's dried up. It wasn't
yeah,
in good condition. My ball would hit in the fairway, and it's Granite Springs.
yeah.
So
I
like,
think I
all
think it's
granite.
like built on a rock or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's Granite Springs because it's all granite underneath, all granite rock underneath. So you hit the middle of the fairway, you're like, oh, like you do your little like tiger twirl, pick up your tee, you're like,
Yeah,
oh, you're right down the middle of the fairway. It's like, where'd my ball go? And your buddy's like, yeah, I saw it hit a rock in the middle of the fairway and went in the woods.
or just hit the fairway, and it's like, yeah, the fairway's just hard. Yeah, no, that one's
The bugs, bro. The bugs.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a big
true.
bug guy. Like that just gets me off my game and gets me going too.
No,
So
that's
like,
true.
I
The
got a bug.
bugs. I don't like
around.
Brightwood myself.
Yeah.
I think it's
No,
just
no.
like just not that good.
I just don't think it's set up like it's not structured well as a golf course, like architecturally. It's like how do they think
What's like a nice one though that you don't like?
a nice course that I don't
Or
like?
like nice-ish, like what are a couple other good ones like that Brudenell and Dundee, like that's like
Mhm.
that's over in PEI.
I was gonna say what's the name of that course? I know you took it. You had a few passes for it, and you took me out one time. I think it's Brunello.
Oh, Brunello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would like that's like if I had like a top 7 or something like that, that could be like in there. It's tough.
It's like such a nice course, but it like I never like, and I've only played it a couple of times, and one of the times or two of the times was with you, but I've never come out of there a happy person. I'm just always leaving there.
Well,
I'm just
it's
like,
tough, man. It's just like it's like notoriously too hard. Like everyone's like, wow, I just spent like a ton of money. If you don't have passes, like I don't think anyone actually just goes and buys like a green fee.
Yeah, I know you'd have to be nuts.
Because like you either like buy a pass off a buddy or like get passes yourself, like packages, I guess what I'm saying, passes.
But like nice course wise, like that would have to be the one.
Yeah, I mean like it's like nationally ranked. It's like along with Fox Harbor and the Cliffs and the Links and maybe Highland Links. I think that one's like nationally ranked. It's just like tough. It just people like come out of there like being like, man, man, I've had some long rounds there. Like I specifically also like I've had some like up like in the 5 hours, and I'm like, this is getting out of hand. One other pick or one other course, another good value course is Truro.
Yeah, no, that
I really like
a lot this summer. I played that one a lot.
Yeah, I always get out to Truro like 2 times, maybe like a year. And like you always get, if you get a twilight rate, you just rip out with the boys. It's like an hour max, like to the course.
Well, there's that under par site, man, and like
true,
I would just always rip like it would be like $70 for 2 rounds at Truro in a cart.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe it's $80. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's like something like that. I think it's like $80. But yeah, no, you're right. And it's just like a good. It's like it's not gonna like wow. Like no hole is gonna like wow you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like all like pretty decent. It's like a step below like Ken Woe, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd agree.
That kind of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a beginner, but like not. It's like if you call like Indian Lake like a beginner's course, like it'd be like where you want to like start as like kind of like when you're just like starting out.
Yeah.
So you don't start at like Granite Springs. Like you'd rather like start at a course like Truro. It's scoreable. Like I've definitely had some good.
Yeah. No,
like,
me too.
I often have a good round rather than a bad round there. And like when a good round is like somewhere in the 70s. So like I'll like more times than not have like around the 70s and like not in the 70s.
One I was gonna say, a course that it's in the middle of the pack, but it's not one of my favorites. Is Avon Valley.
I've never actually played it, so
it's not a bad course. I won't say.
I've heard it. Well, like it gets a lot of the like. apparently, yeah, like it doesn't have just good membership too, right? So like,
Yeah, no, it has a good membership, and it was something that like I was looking at this summer for a membership, but I think I'm leaning towards Brookfield, but that's still up in the air.
yeah, no,
That one,
I've heard
there's
it's
a couple
pretty good.
holes, just like Brightwood. And I say a couple, but I can think of one off the top of my head. It's par 5, and it's just straight uphill, just like straight uphill, just like Brightwood, that
Mhm.
little par 3,
Yeah,
and it's
that's a
par
bad
5.
hole.
Like you hit it, and if they cut the fairways close enough and it's hot enough out, it's like you can hit the ball up the hill, and it'll just roll all the way back down to you. Like if you could clean like a nice 4-iron or something and hit it like I shouldn't say 4-iron because that might be a little far, but like you could clean like a nice like 7 or 8-iron up the hill, and it would just roll right back to you if it
Mhm.
was the conditions were
Yeah.
quick enough.
What are your thoughts on Lost Creek?
I don't think I liked it, honestly. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
really
think.
like it. No, I've played it a lot of times for not really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like I've played it like more than I would have liked to.
Yeah.
I guess is like
More than I would have liked to.
I don't know. It's just like a lot of weird holes, but like it gets a lot of love because I think it also has a half decent like membership or like package, and it's like close, and it's like not like a stuffy like it's just kind of like a
I just thought of
I
another
don't
course
really
I forgot
like
to
it.
mention too, honestly. That's a pretty nice one.
Mm.
Northumberland.
Right.
That's a
Yep.
real nice course. That would probably be near my top 5, maybe just outside of it, but near it.
Yeah, I've played it twice, so I feel like if I've played it more, it might get up there. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, I mean like Northumberland is again on like the Northumberland Strait,
Mhm.
near like Tatamagouche, so near. It's I don't know how close it is to Fox Harbor, but I think it's like within like 15-minute drive or something.
Mhm. I
No,
can
that's
I
not
can only
no.
remember one hole from the course. I mean, I played it twice,
Well,
but
like
no, I played it 3 times. But I can only remember one hole, and it was because I was in a tournament up there, and I mentioned this when Magoo and Scotty were on the podcast. But it was the
oh yeah, I think
par 5 where the guy got the 18, and he just kept on going for it over and over and over again. Just that I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that.
yeah, no, that's actually a really nice hole, or it's really nice course.
Yeah.
I mean, then there's like the Cape Breton ones. I mean,
Yeah. I
Cabot
haven't played
Links right here. I played the Links twice,
wrapping
and
it.
the Cliffs this summer. I played the Cliffs and the Links this summer, and then I played the Links like 7 years ago, maybe, or like 8 years ago, whenever it came out.
Yeah.
Um,
What one do you like
I
better
mean,
between?
great. It was the Cliffs is just like probably like a nicer course.
Okay.
Um, the Links is harder. Like the Cliffs really isn't a hard course.
Okay. Well, that's good
Like
to hear.
in my opinion. Yeah.
Like, would that be something? Because my roommates and I have been looking into doing something like that because there's all these deals with COVID going on for going up to Cabot.
Do they got deals going on?
Well, not right now. I just know last year there was, and
Yeah,
probably
true.
this year.
Like we went with a K Bretner.
Okay.
So he just paid for all of us, then we just paid him back. And the Cape Breton rate's like it was like 90 some bucks.
Yeah. But do you think the course, I guess, was more what I was getting at? Do you think the course do you think
Who's going to go out, honestly?
it would
Well,
be
okay, your roommates.
me, Skinny, Mac, and Noah? Like, I don't know. It'd be quite a crew, but I'm just curious if it's even worth spending our time there because they were talking about trying to hit
Like
balls over cliffs and stuff, and it's like if you need to carry it 150 yards, I don't know if they can all do that every time.
You only really got to go over like that one cliff, like have to go over like there's like that signature. I think it's 16 signature par 3. It's like
Okay.
130 yards.
Well, they can pick up on that one.
But like the thing is like where I'd say like, unless you guys can really get a good deal, obviously you guys can stay at Airbnb. We stayed at Airbnb.
Mhm.
It's like it's no carts, so it's like you either got to like lug your booze around. You know what I mean? So it's like it's I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to get the boys firing on the range this year and
Yeah,
hopefully they'll
see how they're hitting it. I mean,
get up to speed.
I get what they're saying. Like, I mean, it's such a famous course now that it's like it might be just worth it, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see how
Because
the
I mean,
boys
it is still a course you got to like things could get away from you on a couple like on those courses if like if you're not hitting it well, I guess. But I'm sure they'll have fun one way or the other.
we'll have fun in the evenings either way. So
Well, that's the thing. But I wouldn't go if you guys can get a good deal on it. Like I would say, but
yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the deals are. We'll see how the boys are hitting it. Hopefully no
Yeah.
DeChambeaus. Off that 16th tee right into the
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be. We'll be lucky if none of us go down there ourselves. But
No, that's probably wraps it up. We're no, we kind of just let it rip on those courses. But yeah, no, I think that's probably pretty much wraps it up.
Yep, no, sounds good. Check us out on Instagram, Mayflower Sports, Twitter, Sports Mayflower, and we'll see you next time on the Life Below Par.
Peace.
Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden.